Jacks inbound it with 11.8 to play. Bogues holds it on the right wing. Shannon to his left. Pushed into the corner, elevates, jumper up, bounces, no good, tipped out. Augustin at the border, lets it fly, wins it with a three at the buzzer. Aaron Augustin wins it for the Lumberjacks, 68-65 on the offensive rebound and the 22-footer. As Augustin scores his 10th point of the game, they'll review it to make sure it was good. Officials at the table looking at it. But it appeared the ball out of his hands before the red light came on. There's the catch. The ball is good. Jacks win. 68-65. Aaron Augustin from downtown with the offensive rebound and the putback as SFA keeps it alive. 7-1 now on the season. Monroe falls to 3-4. Augustin with a huge putback, and SFA keeps it alive with a win here over the Warhawks. Back to wrap it up with a Bud Light post-game report when Lumberjack basketball continues on the SFA Sports Network from Learfield. Inbound it with 11.8 to play. Bogues holds it on the right wing. Shannon to his left. Pushed into the corner, elevates, jumper up, bounces, no good, tipped out. Augustin at the border, lets it fly, wins it with a three at the buzzer. Aaron Augustin wins it for the Lumberjacks, 68-65 on the offensive rebound and the 22-footer. There's the catch. The ball is good. Jacks win. 68-65. Aaron Augustin from downtown with the offensive rebound and the putback as SFA keeps it alive.
Always do tonight, and this was kind of we really look forward to North Dakota State. No disrespect for Louisiana Monroe, because they're, it's a great rivalry game for the people around here that know Northeast Louisiana. But our kids weren't born in, they're millennials. They don't know anything about them except that they beat our Fannies last year. But I know, and I know their coaches, and our guys are thinking Louisiana Tech just almost beat Alabama. We got, Rice, and we got LSU and Missouri down the road, and we pointed towards North Dakota State too, and we're just trying to figure it out and injecting Ty Charles in the lineup. And I'm trying to figure out who to play. I played Ivan 5 minutes in the first half, and I was so mad at myself for doing that. I got to figure out how to play these guys in rotations and who's going to fit in, and I think that screws up our whole team, and because we need him out there, and I'm also trying to get Ty some work too, because I know what he can do, and so I had our whole team screwed up in the first half, and we scored 40 points or 41 points in the second half and shared it much better, but we didn't guard. And Ty, Ty's not used to doing some things right now with our team, and our pressure wasn't any good, and I'm not putting that on Ty, but we don't practice with all the different rotations that we have out there, and I got to do a better job with that. But we hadn't shot free throws as poorly as we did tonight either. I mean, it shouldn't have come down to that. I didn't think our concentration level was very good, but I give them a lot of credit.
Just talk about that last play, Coach. You wanted Shannon to just take the ball.
We wanted to run a slip play, and if they ran zone, we were going to run something else, and they came higher on the floor than what we thought. We didn't anticipate the 1-3-1, even though we knew it had it in their package. We had another zone play called if they did that. And TJ didn't get high enough to set the ball screen. But if he did, Shannon would have become wide open, or we could have thrown it back to TJ. But I think Shannon didn't make the shot, but he's got enough courage to shoot it. And that's what I told him. A lot of guys run from that and are afraid to shoot it. But I told him this in the timeout. I said, regardless if we make the shot or miss it, in most situations we got to shoot it with about 5 seconds left, because it's not the first shot that wins it, it's the second shot. And I said, you other three cats got to crash the glass. Whoever shoots it, Shannon, Ty, Kevon, or TJ, and Aaron, make sure you're back or you're there for a long rebound if it's tipped out. And I said, hey, if we go to overtime, we never lose at home. And I said, somebody's going to make a shot. We're going to will something in. And the second shot's going to win us this game, not the first one. And, fortunate enough for us, we had enough will and God was on our side tonight.
Who tipped it out, Coach?
I'm not sure who tipped it out. I never moved because I just believed we were going to win the game. I never moved. The guys were jumping up in front of me. I didn't even see the shot go in.
Y'all were kind of flat tonight a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. We didn't have a great shoot-around today. I had to hop them pretty good. I thought we had really, really good practice yesterday. And our shoot-around today was average for this time of the year. And, I was concerned today going to the shoot-around. But by the time I got back to game time, I really thought we would play good today, just because I really was. This is a hard matchup. They play really, at times they play 5 guards out there, and that's hard for us to guard. I mean, we're worried about giving up layups. I get on them all the time about giving up layups, and they put 5 3-point shooters out there, and so we're not the Golden State Warriors. We're making 18 threes a game, so giving up a 3-point shot for us that's a dagger. It takes us a while to make a 3. I mean, right now, because we hadn't learned to dribble to pass. We come out of a timeout. We run a great play to get us a shot. We get the matchup we want. We get Aaron on basically their center, and Aaron frees us up. And then the next 2 times he makes 2 threes. After he kind of collects himself. Wow, he looks at me and he kind of points at himself like, man, I can't believe I screwed that up. Coming out of a timeout. And so I loved it because he corrected himself, and the next 2 possessions, he hits the next 3 the next time. We get what we want, and then, of course, he made the 3 at the end. And I love guys being able to correct it. All this stuff is good for us. All this stuff is good for us.
That was big for Aaron because I know he probably didn't have a great year last year, his first year. But
God, KG, you're being so nice.
But y'all really need him this year.
Absolutely. But he's worked at it.
Yeah.
And you get confidence by working hard. And KG, you're so nice. He didn't have a great year. I'm glad you treat kids nice. A lot of media people don't treat kids nice, especially on the Sawmill. I think they might be unfair to college age kids who aren't professionals.
You thought he had his confidence is real sky high.
Well, this is going to help him for sure. He's really confident on the defensive end, and I don't know what his free throw shooting is, but I think most people probably think they can shoot higher from the free throw line than he does, even though they don't try nearly as hard as he does defensively, which takes so much out of him. I don't care if he ever scores a point. Like Trey. He impacts our team like Trey Pinkney does. Because if you really watch most teams, and you saw it tonight, their primary ball handler does not bring the ball up the court. They have to initiate offense with somebody else because they're scared to bring the ball up against Aaron. And so they do something they don't practice. It's every game somebody else has to bring the ball up the floor against us because they're scared of his defensive presence. And I love that. All right, KG. Hey, good luck tomorrow. How have you done today?
See you, Coach.
14 assists today. I think this is the first game that you've out-assisted your opponent. You've seen
Wow.
progress on the.
Can't be the first time. Can't be. We had one game where we had 20.
Oh, okay. First Division I game.
There you go. We had all of 4 at half. That was a big point for us. We had 10 in the second half. And I thought the ball was sticking. Of course, we had like 27 points at halftime, and they really, really sat in the paint against us. They dared us to shoot, which is so opposite of the way we play. But we spent 2 or 3 days playing against somebody playing like that against us. It's hard for us to take time in practice to do something. We don't have a scout team. We got injuries, and we got 4 guys sitting over there in polo shirts. So we got to take our guys' mindset from alpha dog to, wiener schnitzel defensively, and take 20 minutes in practice or 25 to guard like that. And this time of the year when you've got finals coming up and you got all this stuff, and so you really want to say, how much time do you want to spend in practice guarding like somebody else is going to guard you, and versus mentally your guys are tired from doing work in class and lifting and all the things that you do, and you want to stress them that way. And because it's 25 minutes is a lot of time, in a practice schedule versus when you got to improve on your defense. If they're going to play, they played a 1-3-1 zone, so you had to spend some time on that. They played a 2-3 zone in their package. they run some really good offensive wrinkles that we had to cover, and they played 5 guards. So, they were a tough matchup for us, non-traditional for us. So, but we took that time this week, and for a half, we weren't any good at it. And it showed. But if I was playing against us, I would too. But we put that in our package a little bit, as trying to, like Mississippi State, we didn't really have that in our package, and they just drove the heck out of us. And that probably beat us because we really weren't. We tried to play zone. We changed our zone and tried to, become better because our zone wasn't any good against them. So we just totally chunked that and went back to the zone we played last year.